Oh yeah, no, I mean that's basketball, and you can't let one. I mean, it's kind of when you really break it down, it's kind of insanity to look at a problem and go, if this goes this way, you feel this way, and if just one play goes this other way, you feel so much better. So you can't look at it that way. You got to be like, hey, our guys competed, our guys are tough. I mean, Colorado State came in and played a great game, and we got down early. We battled back just like these guys always do, and there were so many great things. And missed free throw here or one play, one other thing goes your way at the end of the game, and you're feeling completely different. But you can't. That's flawed thinking. You got to just look at the big picture, and we've been fortunate and won a lot of those games, and it's pretty tough to win every one of those. In fact, I don't know many teams in history of sport that have done that. So, when you break it down, it's easier to cope with and deal with. But these guys play so hard and they put everything out there and they want to win. I mean, it's a zero-sum game. That's what they're focused on. And so, but we do a good job bouncing back, and we got a tough challenge tomorrow. And we know, I'm experienced in this league. I'm experienced playing there. You ask any coach in this league, that's one of the most hated games on their schedule. It really is. There's no way to sugarcoat that. That's the truth. And because Air Force does such a good with that's the way their style of play and all that package that you have to deal with when you play them.
Do you get any kind of feedback from the conference or the league or the officials themselves the next day after a weird ending like that or a weird play?
Nope.
KenPom.com ranks Air Force as like top 10 for home court advantage. I haven't been there, so describe the environment for me.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah, it's just different.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No, it's top. I thought it was top before.
No, lack of environment. You're right.
Yeah, it's a weird.
Am I looking at the stats back?
No, you're right. I'm just saying there's not
okay.
there's not much of an environment there, which is why it's
Yeah,
hard.
it's different reasons.
No, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no doubt. It's one of the hardest places to play because of their style and because you play it. They always seem to schedule at weird times, and you're used to big crowds and this and that, and sometimes there's not that there at all, and that can be disrupting really because it's so different.
Kind of muster your own energy type deal,
Yeah,
I guess?
completely, for sure.
And how much is the style too? When you add that into
Absolutely.
whatever you
It's
had, so what makes playing them different than the other, I guess 9 in the league?
Yeah, it's the style is so unique, and that Princeton style offense, it just wears you down, and if you play from behind, it's like running in mud, and and then you're throwing outs, and all those things are factors of playing there. And I mean, you look at even this year, nothing's different. I mean, Wyoming hit a buzzer beater, beat them. They played at Colorado State down to the wire. They've on and on and on. They beat Utah State there. We all know what it is, and but it's our guys did a good job here with some things, but we did a bad job with some other things in that game too that we have to get better at.
Last time you played there, you didn't see the ending.
Was that last time?
Yeah, because you didn't play there last year.
Yeah,
because
that
both
was
games
2
were
years
here.
ago,
Yeah, and like you said, it just has been for whatever reason, a frustrating place to play. I think you guys are under 500 there, 4-5. I mean, what is it? I know every game looks the same, but why is that such a game where it is so scary? Putting everything we've said together, why is it where this is a game where everyone expects you to go down there and win by 10, 15 points, and it's not that easy?
Yeah, sometimes different teams and different styles have hard ways of matching up, and I think I know what I mean there. I don't know how to articulate it really, but it's just some of the things we do consistently. They do a good job of countering. That with the way they play affects some of the things that we do, and that's been a consistent thing over 12 years with the style of offense that we play. But you got to be able to adjust, and our guys have to be able to adjust a little bit. And when you squeeze these Air Force games in, it's really hard because there's not much time to prep. if you had a whole week like football, you know, where you can get all your ducks in a row, then, you know, it's easier to get stuff in and change some habits and some things that you do. But when it's really on very, very limited time with these compact weeks, that makes it even tougher.
I know you guys look at it one game at a time, but like from the outside, they'd say, well, it's a game where you don't gain much if you win, but you lose a lot maybe if you lose. I mean, it just the weirdness of a game like this, sandwiched in here with all these other big games. I don't know. As a coach, if you look,
just a big. I mean, it's huge. It's a huge game, and you know, games in February, no matter what, conference games in February are so hard to win for anyone. And I mean, you look at us in Colorado State. That was a hard game for them to win, a tough one for us to lose. I mean, you look at all around the league. That's the way it is. Like I said too, and you know, good teams have went in there and lost or had to hit a buzzer beater, you know, to win it. Things like that. But so we got work cut out for us. We got a tough job, and our guys, you know, they responded, and now they gotta answer the bell right now.
When the conference put the Colorado State game on Sunday, they slid this game to Wednesday.
Yeah.
How much difference does 24 hours make?
That one was huge, especially, you know, that was huge. I mean, if we were trying to picture leaving yesterday and how hard that would have been. I mean, it's going to be hard enough as it is, but you know, thankfully they did slide it.
You guys had one of your better three-point shooting games against Colorado State. Was that a matter of, you know, getting more open looks, or guys just kind of, you know, knocking down shots?
Both. But we knocked down some tough ones.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, both. We got good shooters, and like I always say, those numbers end up panning out, and they're starting to take shape that way.
Talk about numbers panning out. Max's numbers have really come around. You look at the game he had against Colorado State. How have you seen him come on, and what you think the reasons are that he's just so much? He's like himself again.
Yeah, he's moving better. I think it starts with that. But Max is one of those guys that, like, I mean, our team. He's such a team guy that he kind of will do whatever the team needs, and you know, yeah, he's not trying to miss a lot of shots, but he's not taking a lot because the team's, you know, not needing him to do a ton of that. Well, without E-Man, we needed that, and he knew that, and we actually talked about that, and so he became a little more aggressive on the offensive end, and that really saved our bacon.